Hi, this is Ty Hadaral. I'm a plaintiff's lawyer, and we concentrate in employment law in New Jersey and New York. So the prevalent question that seems to be circulating today is, can your employer require, can they mandate that you submit to a COVID-19 vaccine as a condition of continued employment? And the short answer to that question appears to be yes, although there's some exceptions to the rule. One is the religious exemption, which we've covered before, and the other is an exemption under the ADA. So the ADA, which is the Americans with Disabilities Act, protects employees in certain areas from being discriminated based on their disability or medical condition, and also protects them from intrusive medical examinations. So the first issue, the EEOC, the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, which is the agency that is tasked with enforcing the ADA, the first thing that the EEOC had to do was figure out and opine on, or is taking a vaccine for COVID-19 a medical examination. And the EEOC presented its findings in December of 2020 and said, no, it's not. Okay, so then we get to the second issue. What about the employee who has a medical reason certified by a doctor that states they cannot take the vaccine, whether it's an allergic reaction or due to a stress condition, etc., but it's a bona fide medical reason that the employee, whether they want to take the vaccine or not, cannot due to the medical condition. And the ADA, the EEOC specifically states that under the ADA, the employer has to engage in an interactive process with that employee. You have to talk to your employee, you have to have a dialogue with the employee, and you have to try to figure out what is an alternative accommodation that you can give this employee so that they can continue to work, such as work remotely, which is specifically stated by the EEOC that the employer has to look into, has to with social distancing, a mask, etc. Because at the end of the day, if the employer is going to take the position that they cannot accommodate that employee, they have to show two things. Number one, they have to show that the employee poses a danger, a threat to themselves or others in the workplace. And number two, they have to show that they cannot reasonably accommodate the accommodation the employee is requesting. So the burden really falls to the employer to state why they cannot accommodate the individual. And there was a case that came out in 2018, the Ruggiero case, where the Third Circuit refused to throw out a case where an employee refused to get vaccinated, the employer terminated the employee, and the employee sued. So certainly an interesting area that is developing, but the short answer seems to be the employer can require employees to submit to the COVID-19 vaccine, although there are exceptions that the employer needs to be cognizant of in this area because it is a tricky area of the law. This is Ty Hyderali. Be safe and be well.